Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel that takes you deep inside the San Francisco 49ers. I am your host, Jack Hammer. I am here at Levi Stadium where the 49ers are reporting as they start to get ready for training camp. The first practice will be kicking off tomorrow. I'm here in Santa Clara. One player who isn't, Nick Bosa. Nick Bosa not attending, expected to be here in Santa Clara for the beginning of training camp. He is in a contract dispute with the 49ers. He is looking to become the highest paid defensive player in the history of the NFL. That's the worth for Nick Bosa, and that's the number that the 49ers are going to have to get to at some point if they're going to get Bosa in here. You know, Nick Bosa, an all-pro defensive end last season with the 49ers, one of his best so far. The 49ers are going to have to figure out a way to make this work. You know, the 49ers themselves have a salary cap that they need to manage, and they have a lot of guys making a lot of money, and so they have to try to figure out a way to get Bosa's deal done, while also making sure that they have all their other top level players taken care of on their contracts as well. You know, one of the things that could happen here is you have Trey Lance. What's going to happen there? Do they decide that they're going to move off of the quarterback at some point this training camp? I don't know. But the main thing right now is that we know Nick Bosa will not be in Santa Clara until he gets a new deal. That is what 49ers head coach Kyle Shanahan said today, and that's also what general manager said, John Lynch said as well. So don't think we're going to see him around anytime soon. You know, normally the 49ers have a history of getting these things done right around the start of training camp. Usually players don't have to miss too much time. And this one doesn't sound as optimistic based so far off of what we've heard from Lynch and Shanahan, at least here today, as the 49ers, like I said, begin to show up and report. Today was the introductory press conference to open up training camp. The 49ers hope to get something done. The 49ers likely will get something done, but it's not going to happen right away. And I think the little thing to think about here is the 49ers need Nick Bosa more than Nick Bosa needs the 49ers right now. Nick Bosa has plenty of money. He can sit out as long as he needs to. However, the 49ers, they don't have a backup pass rusher that comes anywhere close to what he can do. Now, they have guys like Clelin Ferrell, who they signed in for agency from the Raiders. You know, Kerry Hyder Jr. is a decent backup as well. The 49ers did pretty good in 2020 without Nick Bosa. But let's face it, they're a much better defense. They're a championship level defense when Nick Bosa is on the field as opposed to when he's not. So that's the part that the 49ers don't want you to hear, is they need Nick Bosa more than Nick Bosa needs them. At least going into this 2023 season, like I said. Bosa has plenty of money. He doesn't need to be here right away. So we'll see how this plays out. It's going to be probably another week or two. It's going to be something that's going to play out throughout this beginning of training camp. And we'll see when Nick Bosa finally shows up here in Santa Clara. And if he does, it's all up in the air at this moment. So there you go. Take it for what it's worth. Nick Bosa not in Santa Clara. I'm here, and I'm going to be here throughout training camp, and I'll also be in Las Vegas with the team. So make sure you do me a favor before you leave. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and then make sure you turn on your notifications, because I promise you, you're not going to want to miss any of the updates right here on Inside the 49ers with Jack Hammer. Have a great rest of your day, everybody. We'll talk to you soon.